Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So today I thought I would try another one of these 2-minute tip style videos. I'm not very good at them. They usually run a little bit longer, 4 or 5 minutes, 6 minutes maybe. And today's topic is not usually kind of what I show on the, or have on the channel here, but I get asked it so many times by people, and it's, you know, where do I get started as a photographer, or where can I learn photography? And I just thought I would make a quick video, kind of how I might approach that with my knowledge in this day and age. And so let's just kind of get into it. So when I get asked that question, most people just have a phone as their camera. And if you want to become a quote unquote photographer or hobbyist, learn photography in any kind of manner, you need to get a real camera. And it doesn't have to be anything super fancy. It doesn't have to be a big mirrorless camera. You just have to have access to controls like shutter speed, aperture, ISO, white balance, that type of thing. So you can use those to influence the images that you create with this camera. And then you need to learn kind of how to use those. But to get started, get a camera. Don't go out and spend a bunch of money. This might not be something that you find out is for you, and you won't have wasted a large amount of money, because you can quickly spend a lot on some of these cameras. So just go out and get you something to play around with, where you have access to those controls, not your phone over here. Okay, so once you get that, play around with your camera a little bit. You know, see what the different controls do and this, that, and the other. And you can see it all on the LCD screen on the back. You're not wasting any money. It's kind of just the beginning of any other type of hobby. You need to learn your way around your tool. And then what I would probably do in this day and age is I would visit YouTube and search out tutorials for beginning photography. I did it before I started this video, and there are a bunch of them out there. So that's where I would go. A lot of good information out there, especially when you're first getting started. You know, it's fairly basic. You know, it's like anything else. Once you have to, it takes time to kind of learn these types of things. But I think just about any basic video you find on YouTube is going to get you where you need to go. Don't go spend money on different courses and stuff like that. There's plenty of free information on YouTube, so stick with that. And then what you need to do is take what you learn from those tutorials, from playing around with your camera, and put those to work. There's a big difference between being told what to do and how to do something, and then actually going out and doing it yourself. That is, you know, I find that to be the biggest step in this journey, is actually going out and using the camera to create images and learning as you go that way. So don't overlook that step. Use friends, family, pets, anyone that, you know, has some patience and doesn't mind you taking terrible pictures of them. So that is the easiest way. I did it. Pretty much any other photographer we've all traveled this trail, and that is really, I think, probably the steepest part of the curve is actually using the tool. And then after a while, I think you'll find yourself as being at a hobbyist level of photography, and that might be perfectly fine for you, and that might be what you're looking to attain. So, and you can make really nice pictures, go on vacations and do your landscapes and stuff like that. But if you find yourself wanting more, then you can approach these different groups, probably on social media, on Facebook and other places. Reddit is probably another good one, and then maybe circulate some of your images in there, get some feedback. You want like honest feedback to really improve as a photographer, and you don't want to just get glowing reviews on all your pictures and that type of thing. So, you know, finding a group where you get that honest feedback might be a little more difficult, but I think that is kind of the next level where you go. And then I think this day and age, because sometimes we can feel isolated if we're on this journey by ourselves, I think maybe finding a workshop through the social media type setups where you can go and be around other photographers, because I would consider you as a photographer at that point, but then you would be kind of in a group of peers all learning photography, you know, whether it be a landscape workshop or portrait. I mean, it's just endless. Still life, you know, find a community there and become an active member in that community. And I think when you realize that other people are taking this journey along with you, I think that kind of makes it even that more enjoyable. So those would kind of be my steps at this point. You know, you've got to get the tool. I would make yourself, get yourself familiar with the tool. Go online, search out tutorials. Don't spend any money on any of that. Just the minimal amount on a decent camp piece of hardware here. Maybe you'll find an inner artist you didn't know was there and want to go maybe to the next level. And anything is possible in this day and age, which is really cool about this profession, about this hobby of photography. So I hope this helps some of y'all out there that have sent me questions about that. Leave comments, recommendations down below if you have some, and I will see y'all in the next one.